Hey, thanks for watching Morning Mix. Okay, it's time to grab those walking shoes. The annual Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming up at the end of this month at Evanstown Center Park, and this year it's looking to be bigger than ever this Saturday.
Kelly Brookins is a development manager with Alzheimer's Association Georgia chapter. She joins us back in the Mix studio today, along with Susie and Rick Tate, also here with us. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Kelly, let's before we get into the walk, which is going to be this Saturday, let's talk a little bit about what Alzheimer's is and what your organization does.
Absolutely. So Alzheimer's is, a lot of people think of it as you're losing your memories, right? We can't think as well as we do anymore. But there is a difference between just natural aging and the progression of Alzheimer's or dementia. Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. It's under that big umbrella. And at the Alzheimer's Association, we focus on research, advocacy, care and support, and awareness. And so we are always advocating at the state, local, and national level for those living with the disease, as well as the caregivers, as well as research, funding, new medications, because there is no cure. There's 6.5 million people living with the disease, but we don't even really have good treatments until fairly recently. And then also here on the ground in Augusta, we've got 5 caregiver support groups, which Rick and Susie are part of one really special one that we have, as well as lots of educational programming that we do for the public.
And speaking of funding and research, a lot of events that you hold, like Saturday morning, right? The Walk to End Alzheimer's, help support this cause and help raise awareness. What can people expect Saturday?
So Saturday is going to be fun and also very meaningful. So we'll have lots of resources there for local resources for people that are living with Alzheimer's or dementia. We will also have some food trucks this year. We're going to have a new pet area, so please bring your pet. We'll have a pet costume contest. We are going to have our Promise Garden, which I think we're going to talk a little bit about, as well as memory wall and some other fun things to do. So we're excited.
You brought up the Promise Garden, and obviously we have flowers on the table here. So let's talk about the different colors that we have, because you've got different colors of the flowers.
Yes. So our orange flower means that I support a world without Alzheimer's or dementia. So maybe you don't have a direct connection, but you support the cause. Our yellow flower is that you are a caregiver or supporting someone currently living with the disease or dementia. Blue is I am currently living with Alzheimer's or dementia. And purple is that I've lost someone to the disease. So when you come to our event, you will pick up a flower that represents you. And then during our Promise Garden ceremony, we'll have representatives of each of these flowers come and speak about how the disease has affected them and how the Alzheimer's Association, how they've been involved with the association.
I love this. It's a nice event, but also you can go and learn a lot, just like we did with the meetings of these flowers. Earlier, you mentioned some support groups out there, and Rick and Susie are part of this. Susie, you are Rick's caregiver. How has this organization helped you?
This is just knowing that there's other people that is helping, you know, and just meeting people that are like, okay, so you're learning something each time you go to a different meeting, and this is a different meeting. This is for early onset, not for someone who's already had it for a while.
Right. And Rick, you two are married. She's your caregiver. She's your wife. You're both with this early support group. What was that first meeting like coming in?
Frightening, very frightening.
Right.
I have Alzheimer's, and Susie is my caregiver. And to actually experience the disease is very frightening and very frustrating. And to know that there's other people out there that are going through it, to know that you're not alone, it's a big deal.
And we're going to be sharing the stage with you guys on Saturday morning. Very happy to say that.
Yay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're looking forward to it. And Rick, how has this interaction with others helped you?
Like I said, it's nice to know you're not alone. You know, it's the most frustrating, insidious disease you can imagine, because everything is taken away. And I'm sorry, I get a little emotional.
It's okay.
You lose your memory, you lose your family, you lose everything that you are. And it's just horrible.
But that's where these support groups come in handy. Absolutely. Because you know there are more people like you being affected.
That's the big thing, you know. You're not stuck in a home somewhere going, I'm drooling in the corner, you know, because I don't know what's going on. there's people that are like you. There's people that help you. There's people that help your caregivers. And the more people that know about it and support it, the faster we can find a cure for it.
Absolutely.
There you have it.
And Kelly, you've seen the number of people supporting this rise, unfortunately, along with the number of Alzheimer's afflictions happening as well.
Yes, we've seen a rise. Some of that has to do with better early detection and warning and early diagnosis, which is actually a good thing. But the support for our cause has grown too, and a lot of that is we're trying to take the stigma away from Alzheimer's and dementia. Before, people would not talk about it. They would put their loved one in a corner and pretend, oh, everything's fine.
Right.
And now times have changed, and with organizations like the Alzheimer's Association, we're really putting it in the forefront by using our resources and our programming to say it is okay. There are people just like you, and let us help you. Let us help you.
And you can help this Saturday at Evanstown Center Park. That event is happening at 8 in the morning. So make sure you come and raise awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Kelly.
Everybody, thank you. And thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right, let's